Come to you live from Earth for now. This is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Josh.
And we are starting the advanced campaign of Welcome to the Moon. Do they call it advanced? It's the one that's not introductory. There's not a title for what we're playing.
Okay.
But we're going to dive right into the full legacy style, I guess, campaign. That's all the rage lately is legacy games that aren't. Like Undaunted Stalingrad the same way. You don't destroy anything. You don't, I guess technically you do write on things in this game, but it's erasable. It's repeatable legacy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like borrowing some of the feel of legacy campaigns, but not actually. We are committing, right? We didn't talk about this. Committing to playing 8 games of this.
Absolutely.
Tonight.
In a row, yeah. Non-stop. Go until 5 a.m.
If it delays,
we don't care if we get to the moon.
If it delays your trip to the wedding this weekend, so be it. Luckily, it doesn't take as long to get to the moon. A lot of this campaign will take place on the moon.
The moon
Spoilers,
is famously very easy to get to.
Right, yeah. Speaking of spoilers, so the introductory campaign provides this flavor text that will let you know what you missed in the introductory campaign, which is basically a straightforward playthrough of the 8 scenarios without all the campaign gimmicks, I guess.
Okay.
And I have never played the 8th one, so this will spoil it for me too.
Perfect.
But as captain, according to the rulebook, I am captain because I own this copy of the game.
That's right.
I will read it, and it is as follows. Previously on Welcome to the Moon. The Human Alliance has entrusted Captain Takei, yeah, it is Captain Takei, anyway, with the rescue operation. He succeeded with his team in organizing the settlement of humankind on the moon. After his arrival on the moon and the building of the first colony, he managed to extract enough resources from the lunar underground to build the capital city of the moon. Unfortunately, the Human Alliance failed its mission and could not prevent the emergence of troubles in the new city.
Rough.
The history of humankind on the moon is littered with poverty, discrimination, and social conflicts, until the devastating virus appeared.
Okay.
Yeah, this game is it's actually a little dark.
Yeah.
Colorful yet dark. Technological advances have allowed the Human Alliance to discover 2 inhabitable solar systems, Neo Solaris 1 and 2. Captain Takei and his team had to get back in action to evacuate the moon. But the arrival on Neo Solaris did not proceed as planned. The New Dawn, a revolutionary group opposed to the Human Alliance, had taken control of part of the fleet, and a huge confrontation happened. The result of this was the defeat of one of them. And this is really what it says. A huge confrontation happened. The result of this was the defeat of one of them and the destruction of the Neo-Solaris asteroid belt, leaving humankind in a catastrophic situation. I guess which of them depends on the choices we made. That's very funny. So we may be the Human Alliance or the New Dawn Revolutionary Group. I don't know how we'll figure out which.
You paid for the captain badge. You get to choose.
The Human Alliance was kind of a clusterfuck.
All right.
So, I think let them go. Let's be the New Dawn. Go to chapter 147. Logbook of the Nova Terra colony. Okay, so the first, as it just said there, the first arc of the campaign was about fleeing Earth, which, as you can see from the bombs going on in the background and stuff, it was basically like comets were falling, like last chance to get off of Earth, going to the moon, fucking that up too, escaping that, and now we're basically repeating that story arc, but on a new planet and probably a new moon.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't see any. I'd watch that season 2 of a TV show. Logbook of the Nova Terra colony. As we feared, the situation on the different planets of New Solaris 1 and 2 has become critical. After years of crisis, we have crossed the breaking point. Despite all our efforts, the lack of resources caused by the disappearance of the asteroid fields has worn us out. The survival of the colonies is no longer certain, and the disorders caused by the rebels are making the situation worse. No probe has come back and brought hope. There is nothing around to save us. Our scientists estimate that there's only a few months left before the collapse of our civilization and the end of humankind. That's why we have taken the decision to approve the emergency plan suggested by the #BlueDog Collective. There's literally a hashtag there, or a pound sign. It entails opening again the vortex that was closed after the Great Battle to return to Earth and see what is left there. It's not without risks, but if it's successful, humankind might have a second chance. Oh, so we're now trying to get off of our new planet and
Going
back to Earth.
Okay.
Sure.
No
All right.
place like home.
No place like comet-cratered wreck of a home. This says, take the campaign end card number 169. I assume that comes out of this deck? Yeah, sure. There's a card number 169. I'm not sure what to make of this. This card indicates the starting chapter for the next campaign to discover the rest of the story. Oh, and then on the other side of this card, there's a... how do I zoom in again? There's a 12.
It was the starting card. Should we have left it where it was in the deck?
This says take the card.
Okay.
Take card number 169. And the numbers are these little card numbers down here. So I did that. Then it just says, this card indicates the starting chapter for the next campaign to discover the rest of the story. Which is so number 12?
12.
So what just happened there? I'm confused.
We drew a card. Tell us what card to draw?
It feels like that could have been one of several things, like depending on how the first part ended.
Yeah.
But I don't know how we would have encountered any of those other... Oh.
Well...
The game knows that we skipped.
Right, we chose that we were the New Dawn, right? So that's how we got here.
Well, but there was no choice to make.
Oh, there wasn't?
No, I was musing about which one are we,
I see.
but this did not actually ask me to make that choice.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we got, like, it feels like maybe there were lots of ways the first one could end and it would route us to a different story for the second half of the campaign. And we skipped to the second half of the campaign, but I guess the game knew that, and this is what happens when you skip there.
All right.
All right, so we're going to entry number 12. Starting to feel like the Arkham Horror the card game campaign, the Scarlet Keys. You never know when you'll be done reading. Captain Zarek's Logbook. Flagship Iburomagus. I guess I'm Captain Zarek now. We jumped through the vortex without any incident. The magnetic disturbance seems relatively moderate compared to our initial assessment. The whole crew has gone through medical exams and has been declared fit for duty. However, the situation on site is beyond belief. All our indicators are affirmative. We are back on Earth. But not at all on the scheduled date. The way in hyperspace does not fully operate as the scientists had predicted. Instead of instant travel, we've traveled into time as well. We're back at the exact same point at the beginning of the crisis. Oh, that's where that was going. All right. In a few hours, we're going to meet the Earth delegates and our forefathers. Go to Chapter 7. Captain Zarek's Logbook. The meeting has been a shock for everybody, but the leaders of the Human Alliance have quickly understood the interest of this new situation. Even though we're not able to predict the extent of the disruption induced by our presence, given our experience, it has been decided that we would take over the human evacuation, as our forefathers have done before us. As Captain Decay's successor, the forgotten hero of Nia Solaris, I have been appointed captain. After consulting the archives that were saved from the first evacuation, I am convinced of what we should do, and now I do have a choice to make. It is focus on the essential equipment, upgrade the capacities of our rockets, or be prepared for every contingency. I don't, like, at this point we're old hats. We don't need to be prepared for contingencies. So we've seen them. We've seen the worst of it. I think we just upgrade the capacities of our rockets.
All right.
So, 62. The rockets do not have sufficient capacity to take what's needed to the moon. Here's the plan to upgrade them, thanks to the technology that we brought back from the future. It might very well affect the course of history, but the risk is worth it. And then flavor text is over. It says here, play adventure number 1. For the rest of the campaign, except stated otherwise, play with 3 mission cards that you can select or pick at random. Those are the 3 objectives. There's different ones for every like board, because the boards all work differently. This says Warp 1A, the Mega Rocket. Take the campaign warp cards 178 to 183. Okay. Wrong deck. This is going great. 178 to 183. Okay. For this game, each player takes one of these cards on the 1A side and places it on their sheet. The card must cover the 2 astronaut floors of the rocket, which are these 2 top ones, and will therefore enlarge it. Each of these new floors is not tied to only one type of action, but each space is tied to a specific type of action with a shape and color corresponding to the action. You must number each floor independently according to the numbering rules. since I haven't taught you the base of this yet, that is potentially fairly lost on you, but I can make sense of it, I think.
All right. I'll just put the rest of them over here.
And then it just says, new rule for this game. At the end of the game, the players who have completely numbered the 4 floors earn an additional star.
Okay.
Okay, so the person who wins this game gets 1 star, and anyone who completes these top floors gets a star. All right, so let me show the camera here what this looks like. And are these the same as one another? Yes, they do match each other. Okay, so we've taken this old stubby rocket and replaced it with this, making it 4 floors at the top here instead of 2. Weird, very weird. Okay. And then that's it. We'll play the game. And this is like a dry erase card, so we can write on it. I'm curious what's on 1B. Is it? I don't know. That's nonsense. Okay. I guess the campaign probably uses that later. Okay. So welcome to the moon, Josh.
Thank you.
Here's how we play the first scenario / 9th scenario, I guess,
Yes.
out of a 16-part campaign. We're loading up this rocket to leave Earth, and it's we talked off camera. You know the basics of Welcome to. We're going to have 3 action and number combinations available each turn. We're going to simultaneously choose one and take the action and use the number, writing that number on our board somewhere. Mm-hmm. And then just like the original Welcome to, think of every floor of this rocket like a street on that board. So you'll need to number them, not necessarily sequentially, but increasingly from 1 to 15. Okay. The numbers, I don't know if the distribution of numbers is identical in this game, but it's very similar to Welcome to, where 8 is the most common number, and the further you get from 8, the rarer it is.
Makes sense.
This one is kind of the intro scenario. The actions are really simple. They mostly are not actions. Instead, the color, and we'll just flip these will be our real first cards. So you'd have an 8 with the water, a 1 with energy, or a 14 with energy. This simply tells you what color you can write that number in on the sheet. So you can see that there's clearly color coordinated. They used to be each floor was a color. That kind of got thrown out the window here. So if I take the blue 8, normally I would have had to put it on this water floor. I guess I also have the option to throw it there. Each floor on this rocket, I know I'm repeating myself, but each floor has to be not sequentially, but is there a better word for that? Increasingly numbered? Yeah. Ascending. Okay, has to be filled in with ascending numbers. But you'll notice that there are these walls here. They do not interrupt those numbers, so the entire floor needs to be following those ascending number rules. However, each time that you finish one of the rooms of a floor, as they are divided up by these walls, you get to resolve all the icons printed in that room. There's kind of icons printed behind the boxes that you're filling in. And so that's kind of that's what steers your decision making for which floors to complete, is which of these rewards you're getting. Let me back up slightly and tell you that also the way you win this scenario is not like most Welcome to scenarios. It is not, as a helicopter seems to be flying right over my house. Cool. The goal in this one is actually not to have the most points. It is to be the first person to mark off all of these rockets up the left side of the ship. And you mark them off by earning them by completing sections here. So you can see that a very common symbol that you see here is a rocket with a number next to it.
Yes.
Right, so like let me find a simple one. If I fill in this section of the purple floor, I get to mark off 3 rockets starting at the bottom here. Okay. There are numbers on this. I think you could just use those to... I think you would really only use those if you were playing a standalone game of this, not in the campaign. I don't even know why you would use it then, because still the rules would be that you win by completing it first. Yeah, they put point values on here for reasons I can't particularly understand, but it's fine. It's fine. So when you mark off rockets, you'll start at the bottom and go from left to right. There's a couple wrinkles though. You cannot, with one kind of rocket icon, you cannot finish one row and continue to the next. Okay. When you finish one row, like if I got another 3, I would complete this one, and any extras would spill over into these upper sections. This section with these red numbers, red generally means bad in welcome to scoring, sections. These are the, let's just call them sabotages. You can get these like circled in two ways: when your opponent sabotages you, which I'll talk about in a second, or if you make an error, just like any other welcome to, where you can't place a number at all, then you have to mark one of these off. The spillover rockets then cross through these, like repairing them, basically. Okay. You will not go back, you don't erase them, you cross through them, because the game will still end if someone has all 8 of them marked. But to win, you have to have completed this tower of rocket symbols and have no unrepaired errors here. Finally, if I was placing rockets and I had none circled here to mark off, I would mark them off up here, and that is purely a tiebreaker if we complete the bottom portion on the same turn of the game. Okay. Then whoever has more of those marked will win. So does that make sense so far?
It does.
So there's only a couple. So there's some more symbols going on, and there's like some the wilds to touch on. So the most kind of base symbol is that rocket with a number next to it, but you can see that some of them are kind of faded and have an arrow next to them. You don't get to resolve those when you complete the room, unless at the time that you complete the room, you have filled in that arrow. And the way you do that is by resolving arrow icons elsewhere.
I see.
So every time that you resolve one of those arrow icons, you can choose any of those little outlined arrows next to one of the rockets and fill it in.
You're investing in the future.
You're investing in the future. And yeah, to be clear, the only time that you can score those is the turn that you complete that floor. You cannot go back later and fill in that arrow so that you can claim them.
Okay.
Then there's a couple other symbols on here. There are these X's. When you get to resolve those, you get to write an X anywhere on your ship. It's basically like a wild number. It basically ignores the ascending rules, and you can, like, I could have 6 and 7 here, and I can totally put an X between them. It doesn't even have to like logically represent a number. Yeah. It's an X. But it helps you fill out these rooms, so you can you may even have some turns where you resolve an X, use that X to complete another room, resolve that room, and have a domino effect like that. That's probably going to happen to us each once or twice. And then the last, as I'm skimming this, last symbol on here is these sabotage symbols. And whenever you resolve one of these, your opponent has to circle one of their errors. And also your opponent marks that off in the same room on their ship. Each of those symbols can only be resolved by the first person to get them. So the last thing here, I think, is these gold like gear boxes, and then there's a couple on this floor. Those are wild. So anytime you would like, you can take a number action combination and just ignore what that action was and write that number on a wild space. But the space is only wild in that you can ignore the action. That floor still has to be ascending order, following all the rules. And then there's a couple new wild spots there also. So that gear, to be clear, that gear symbol is not in the deck. The only way to fill in that floor is to decide to do it instead of the symbol that you're taking. And
there's no memory on these yellow ones, right? Like if I use a blue this round, next turn I can use a green to fill in the second one.
Totally. Yep. I find it's actually, that sounds really generous, but it actually gets pretty brain bending to be like, oh, but if I make this a wild because I don't want to put it on, the blue floor, then have I fucked over my wild floor for all the other times I want to use it because of what that number was. It's harder than you think. But I think the last thing is objectives. We will have... The game told us to choose or randomize. I'm fine with going random if you are.
It'll be random to me anyway because I don't really learn yet.
So we're gonna just give me either a 1 or a 2.
2.
Do it again.
1.
And again.
1.
Okay. So just based on the order that those happened to be in my hand, I chose the first or second one. So we have an A, B, and C objective. This will always be the case on every scenario of this game. The one way that these are unique is that they award rocket symbols instead of points. And They like in the original Welcome to, when a person completes them, they will take the higher number and then will flip it over, and anyone else who completes it on subsequent turns gets the lower number. So what these are, they're relatively simple. They are to complete your robot and planning floors, which are the white floor and the red floor.
Okay.
This one is just to complete the energy floor, the purple floor.
Okay.
And I know I just said those are simple, and now I'm going to have to look up to be sure what C is. Luckily, I have the rulebook right here. That is... Nope, I don't want to read about solo mode. Huh. To have 5 error boxes circled but not crossed off. Meaning 5 unrepaired errors, yes, is objective C. So that's a weird one. Okay, let me just wipe off the stuff I was writing for example's sake, and I think we're good to go.
All right.
Any other questions?
I don't think so.
All right, then let the campaign begin, I guess. We've got... You know, I didn't say very much intro-y stuff, did I? I should have said, hey, like and subscribe. There, I said that.
There you go.
I also just wanted to suggest, and I should make a better point of saying this up front, play along with us. We'll make sure...
You could definitely play along
Yeah,
with
we'll
us.
make sure to show the cards on screen. Please, go get your copy of Welcome to the Moon. Play along with the cards that we draw, and let us know in the comments how you compare. I bet someone out there will beat us both pretty much every time.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay, with that, let's go. I can't resist a 1. On a blank board,
I feel like that's the obvious choice, right?
All right, then. In fact, you want to be the card flipper, since I'm also pushing the buttons over here?
I think I can handle that.
Thanks.
This is much worse.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a much bigger commitment. I hate these floors at the bottom. The floors at the bottom with the tiny rooms that you have to really... Because... At least because each room matters, like, maybe if you have, like, you already have a 9 here, and you just really want to resolve this room, like, maybe you just put a 15.
Right.
And just say, you know, I'm never going to complete that, and that's fine. And then when every card after that is green, you're in credit. But I'm going to take a... That's not blue. I was looking at the, nope, wrong button. I was looking at the corner there. I'm freaking out already. Okay, let's put a green 6 down. Is that what you did too?
It is, yes. So
It
far
is.
we're very much tied.
Okay, very nice. Ready?
Flip.
Yep.
All right. 9 of robots, 14 of leaves, and 13 of water.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I think the 14 or 13 are the better numbers, but the robots work towards the objective.
Wait, they all work towards the objective. What do you mean?
Sorry, I mean these
Oh,
objective
that
cards.
objective.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's an
yeah,
objective
yeah.
to complete the robot floors that we don't happen to have an objective for the plants or the water.
That is true. Good safety tip.
Oh, you know what though? Here's what I'm gonna do. In fact, here I won't narrate until you've made your decision. But
All right.
okay, so you went with the
Oh.
9 of robots. I decided to explore the new nose of the rocket.
That's interesting. I kind of forgot about that space.
Yeah, and it's really weird because you need those combinations of colors.
9 leaf, 7 robot, and 6. Oh, what is that?
Astronauts.
Astronauts?
Yeah. Okay. There was a hair or something on that card that's bothering me.
Well, I think I know what I got to do here. I'll tell you after you make your decision.
I figure you're focusing on robots, but I think I'm gonna keep going on plants since I started.
I did stick with the robots. Figured, 7's pretty close to 9. I can make that. Oh, another 9 of robots.
Ooh.
15.
15 of energy.
And 8 of leaves. Well.
Yeah, I can't resist having the 1 and 15
yeah.
sandwiching this floor.
There's no way around that one.
Yep. Easy one, let's go.
11 water, 8 robots, and 5 leaves. This one's not as easy.
Okay. Hide my board.
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
Did you do the 5 next to the 6?
I did. So you did the same.
We did.
So we both get 2 spaceships.
We do. Oh, speaking of which, I haven't erased my example ones. I'm not trying to cheat. So yeah, we'll mark off 2, and then we get to fill in an arrow somewhere.
I already picked mine.
Ooh, I'm not. But I also don't... I guess it's gotta be here.
Yep, that's where I went.
Is it? Go figure.
Alright,
next round. 8 energy, 4 water, 11 energy. And 11 energy is a little trickier.
it is.
Okay. Show what I did on camera. Yeah, every time I like look at the rules, or especially when I first like read the rules for this one, I thought, oh, this is just like welcome to easy mode, and it kind of is. Like that's clearly the intent because it's scenario 1, but it is more challenging than I expected.
We did the same thing again.
Did we? Oh, well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's easy. Maybe the answers are obvious. I don't know.
6 of astronauts, 8 of astronauts, or 3 of energy.
3 of energy? That's pretty good.
It is. It's really hard to get off of this energy row.
Yeah.
They keep giving us good numbers.
And it's one of our objectives. Like, how can we not?
10 of robots, 7 of robots, 1 of astronauts. Oh.
Ooh. 1 of astronauts, eh?
There's a couple of choices here.
Yeah.
And the astronauts go in the orange seats, right?
Oh, they are seats, aren't they? Oh man, I've never noticed that. Because these are mostly like they're mostly like different kind of crates or something as they're like packing it up. But yeah, the ones for the astronauts are chairs. That's a nice touch. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Damn it!
All right. 5 of astronauts, 5 of robots, 2 of energy.
Oh no!
All right then.
Okay, I'm gonna go for
I should probably do this.
that.
So I finished a room.
Oh.
What
did you finish?
I
Robots.
finished my first robot room.
Oh, I haven't even put a single number in robots.
So I've got an arrow and a wild.
So there's some things
That's
we're
really
doing differently here.
Where do I want that arrow to go? Let's put that arrow here. Yeah, that seems like a...
Oh, then when you throw a wild up there.
Whenever I want.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
And then I guess I could put the wild now, right? But then I have a 2 rockets, which only leaves me with 1. That doesn't seem great.
Well, wait, you already placed 1 for this one, so you wouldn't be using the wild until we flip over the new round of cards. It's not in addition to another one.
Oh, it's instead. Okay, so I just have that and I cross it off, or how do I mark that I have?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought by wild you meant the big gear symbols. The X. Yes, the X. You do go ahead and mark the X, and you're right. It could be in the wild slot up there if you want.
There aren't any 1 rockets anywhere, are there?
Oh no,
there is right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that there didn't used to be until this new card came in.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to put the wild here on that water space, and then I get 3 rockets, which fills my first row.
Oh, damn. You're winning.
Yeah.
Don't like that. All right. New cards so I can catch up.
6 of energy, 11 of leaves, 7 of robots. These 7s of robots. I think that's gone up like 3 times now.
I guess it's this.
All right. Oh, we did the same thing. Our leaf row looked... Oh, no, you've got an extra leaf on me.
You did the 11 there, too.
9 of planning?
It is called planning,
okay.
Yeah.
4 of leaves and 12 of energy.
Oh. Okay. I think we're doing the same thing here, right?
That's hard to resist.
12 of energy is perfect. So
we get a thing.
2 rockets.
2 rockets.
Filling in an arrow.
These arrows are the hard choice.
They are. I want to make sure that this one is lit up. That's a 4. I don't know when I'm going to get to it, but I want it. And then we're also each getting to write an X.
I'm really not ready for these X's.
I know, it's hard to know what to do with them.
You know what? No, I'm gonna put my X in that wild spot I got up there earlier and just mark off 2 more rockets.
I'm tempted because I'm where I'm in a terrible spot where I have 1 rocket left on this row, so I think I'm gonna do the same thing, but not the same thing, but I'm gonna put it in this wild so I can get that 1 rocket and finish this row.
Smart.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Brilliant.
12 of energy. Well, we don't need that anymore. 13 of leaves, or 11 of astronauts. I think we're doing the same thing on this one.
I don't know. Oh, but that's a sabotage space. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I should get that 13 in there. So we each get to draw an X. Obviously, the sabotage icon in a game with more players, you and I would just both be safe from it, and the other players would get sabotaged.
Oh.
Here, I think just no one gets sabotaged.
Oh, is that how it works? Okay.
Yeah.
Not both of us?
No. I think it's neither of us if we do it at the same time. But we do get to write an X. Don't forget, by the way, a friendly reminder that there's a star in the campaign at stake as long as you finish the top 4 floors. That just reoccurred to me, and I thought you might have forgotten it too.
It's probably something I should do.
Yeah, I think I'm putting my X up there.
I'll put it up here. All right.
Okay.
2 of planning. That's
Whoa.
a good planning. 3 of water. That's a good water. 8 of robots. That's a fine, okay.
It's
whatever.
a terrible planning for where I would like to put planning, which is up here.
Oh, it actually works fine for me though.
Oh man, I guess I could do the same if I want to assume I'll get around to putting an X there, but no, I think I'll just go ahead.
That's pretty open for me.
I'll just go ahead and put the 2 down here. The move that you said was obvious at first. Yeah.
11 of leaves, 10 of planning, or 8 of leaves.
Oh, the 8 of leaves, no brainer for me.
That makes sense for you, yeah.
That completes that, and I have put the arrow there already, so I'm going to get 2 and 2 rockets.
Mine's a little harder.
I've tied it up unless you get some rockets since you haven't taken your turn yet.
I think I'm a little scared of some of these choices, but I'm going to go ahead and do something crazy. I'm going to get my triple X up here.
1X, 2, 10. That is quite a sequence up there. All right, draw 3 X's.
Yeah. Where do I want these to go?
It's funny, the extra floors here, they do add more spaces, seemingly like making it a little bit longer game. But because this has that triple X there, it kind of like collapses it back down.
I'm really not ready for that, but I'm gonna do it. I'm actually just gonna cross off this whole top row.
Oh wow! And then get 2 arrows.
So I need to fill in that arrow because I was thinking about going there, but I can't do it without the arrows.
I feel like that shouldn't be allowed. An all X floor.
You know what?
Like all you've done, X's are planning. I guess they're not. I guess on this one, planning is just red, and the X's come from somewhere else. But in most other scenarios, the planning actions are how you get X's.
Oh, I see. All right, so we got a 9, 10, or 12 of robots.
Weird.
Yeah. I know what I'm taking.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's obviously the 12. I just don't know which floor I'm putting it on. And I don't want to look at yours until I've decided, am I going for the sabotages or not? Yes. Is that what you did?
I actually took the 10 because I have
I forgot that you had so many. Okay, yeah. I forgot you had that so far along.
4 of leaves, 13 of leaves, or 5 of energy.
Ooh. Okay.
I think I need to do this one. 4 of leaves.
Oh, I did the 5 of energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're doing some different stuff now. That's good. 10 of planning, or 10 of planning,
oh, God.
or 3 of robots.
I'm not happy with that 10
That is not a good
number.
Yeah, I don't like that. But 3 of robots isn't doing me a lot of good either.
Remember, if you don't like them, that you can always put anything into the golden wild spots.
That's true.
Something that I haven't yet done. But I think I'm going to just throw a 10 of planning up here on mine.
I chose a 3 of wilds.
Oh, okay.
4 of water, 12 of energy, 6 of water.
Oh, okay. I know what I'm going to do.
I just put a 6 in the middle of my water row.
You sure did. I put a 4 completing that room, so I'm going to get 3 rockets.
Very nice. Oh, you're ahead of me now.
I am ahead.
How did I
Took the
let
lead.
that happen? All right.
I don't know how you let that happen.
10 of energy, 15 of leaves. Oh, man. 7 of astronauts.
15 of leaves I can't use.
No, me neither. Well, you could. You've got wilds.
Oh, that's a good point. That would actually be like a great one to just put on the right side of the
It's
wild
not
floor.
terrible. I was thinking that, but I think that I have a better option right now.
I think that I do too.
Oh, yeah, we got the same option. No, you do.
No.
Oh.
I'm going to go for the double sabotage on this
Okay,
floor. So
all
go
right.
ahead and mark 2 of those off. Or, circle them.
So now this doesn't happen if I complete this.
Right, yeah. So you can do exactly what you just
It's
did.
going to be real hard for you to get that 5 circle objective at the rate we're going.
Yeah, I don't think I'm likely to get that. But you're welcome to not repair your...
Yeah, I don't know.
not
How do I
not
repair them
repairs.
again?
You
I
repair
need
them with spillover
overflows.
rockets. Yeah. And if you get all the way to the top of this and still have those circled, since you can't can't cause the game to end and you win without it, then just all of them would repair from there.
Okay.
We're at the bottom of the decks, right?
We are.
So these will just flip over, and then actually I never went back and checked whether this was the same as the original Welcome to, but it felt different to me. You don't shuffle the 3 decks together and then remake them. You just shuffle each one separately. On this one. I think it was a little bit of a time saver. Really.
Yeah, I don't remember. That might be how we always play Welcome to anyway. So.
Like in theory, if you are a great card counter, you could have noticed that all the 1s and 15s were on the right.
Yeah.
And, play accordingly. And so then when it's on the right and you see okay, the next symbol is plant, that's likely to be a plant 1 or 15, that kind of thing is theoretically possible. I'm not going to say it's likely.
No. I'm definitely not able to do any of that. I don't know if you are, but if you are, you deserve the win.
Let's say I can, but choose not to.
Okay.
13, 12, or 10.
I got mine.
12 of planning, 13 of energy, 10 of plants. Oh, and let me flip these around because I noticed that you're a horizontal card flipper.
Oh.
I'm always a vertical card flipper.
I didn't even realize what I was doing. There we go.
Oh, I noticed. I see all, Josh. Let's go with... Wow, so I can't really use the 10 of plants. Oh, 13 of energy goes up here, and now does anything below 13 can complete
Nice.
that floor. So yeah, that works great. All right, bring it on. See,
Is this whole thing upside down?
I think it was just a couple cards because I was flipping like this for the first couple, and then you took over and we're flipping the other way.
There you go. So we got 7 of planning, 6 of astronauts, or 10 of robots.
10 of robots is just fine. I'm gonna complete
me.
my top floor with it, and then draw 2 arrows while you think about your turn.
Well, I guess I need that anyway. I don't like it. Alright.
Hang on, I have to draw... Oh, it's 2 arrows. For some reason I thought it was 3 like those X's. Okay, I'm done.
6 of water, 8 of leaves, 13 of energy. Is it... shit. I guess I have to do this.
Yeah, I'm already getting to a point where a lot of these numbers don't work for me. I guess I can always dump them in wild. But for now, I won't. I'm going to put it up here.
So I finished a green section, which gave me 4 rockets, 1 over 4. So
Wow, that's a setback for the
Yeah,
objective.
it is, it
This
is.
is a really hard one. I've
It is.
seen this on the table before, and I'm not sure I've ever seen anyone accomplish it.
9 of planning. Oh, 6 of planning. We'll have another upside down one next. And 4 of water.
Hey, a thought just occurred to me. It had us pull out these cards after I made that decision about like, we'll upgrade our rockets, right?
Yes.
So I didn't.
These
I
are
didn't.
the upgraded rockets.
I didn't actually connect those dots. At no point did I consider this to be a consequence of my decision. I thought it just was the way your second time through this scenario looked. That's really funny. Now I'm very curious what the other decisions would have done.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, that's cool.
I think I
Anyway,
boxed myself in kind of bad over here, unfortunately, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
this works fine for me. I get 2 rockets and sabotage you.
Oh, well, I'm back at 2 of 5.
Well, you're welcome.
11 of energy, 14 of energy, and 7 of leaves.
I can't use any of that energy.
I can't.
I can't use any of these numbers except in wild, so I guess I'm going to the wild floor.
Yeah,
Let's throw a 14 over here where it seems safe.
yeah, I think I did the same.
Okay.
9 of robots, 6 of leaves, 4 of robots.
Huh.
Not the best numbers.
No. I guess I will do this.
All right.
Did you do the 9 of robots
I
too?
did the 4.
Oh, okay.
4 of leaves, 2 of water, 5 of astronauts.
No, 2 of water. I just filled that space.
2 of water works for me.
But you can't
I
sabotage
can't
me because I
sabotage
used that
you.
first.
I do get 2 rockets though.
I do want to make sure to fill in the astronaut floor. So I'm going to put this 5. It's probably on the left. Okay.
5 of planning, 7 of robots, or 11 of leaves.
5 of planning completes this floor and gives me 3 X's to draw. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, and I'll show the camera, but not show you what I'm doing with my X's yet.
Alright, I figured out I took 7 of robots.
You took... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so have you drawn your X?
My X? From what?
Oh, you drew... Sorry, you
Oh,
drew
yeah,
that
this
7. I looked at that 7 and thought, oh, you have a room you're resolving. Okay. I threw all 3 X's down here on the
Yeah,
energy
2
row.
more.
2 more sabotages.
Alright.
Alright, but I need to stop sabotaging you now because you're at 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I think the 2-player version, that's a kind of bad objective because it's very easy for you to stop sabotaging, right? Like, I mean, you might be forced into it
Potentially,
at some point,
yeah.
but you can avoid
I mean,
it.
it's a trade-off, right? Because there's still there's still positives to me sabotaging you.
There's only 2 more rooms that
it-
you can even sabotage from.
Oh, is that right?
I think
Oh,
so.
that's interesting. Because I was just going to say, I might have to double check that the game does end when 8 of these are circled. Because if I could I accidentally sabotage you so much I trigger the
Blow up
end
the
game too
game.
early?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. 4 of energy, 6 of energy, or 8 of leaves.
Okay. Love me a 6 of energy. So frustratingly, that does waste 2 rockets here, as I can only use 1 and the others spill over into tiebreakers. But then I've completed the B objective. So
Oh, the energy row.
yeah. So I am going to get 3 rockets for that.
Very nice.
And flip that over. It's still available to you for 2 rockets.
5 of energy, 3 of astronauts, 15 of robots.
Whoa!
Oof.
I mean, I guess I can't pass that up.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't love this actually, but I made my choice. 10 of robots, 1 of astronauts.
Whoa!
Or 7 of robots. Man, those robots really like 7.
They do. I think I'm going to use this one, though.
Yeah, it's hard to avoid that one.
I'm going to complete this room up here
no.
and just get 2 rockets for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nothing scary.
6 of water, 12 of energy, 9 of leaves.
Okay.
Oh.
6 of water is no good to me. Wow, I can't place any of these on there, the places where they belong.
So I'm in the wild row, but I did get some stuff.
Me too.
So I've got an arrow, which probably goes here.
Yeah, I'm also... Did we both get the same? Yeah, we both got that row. I'm gonna fill in this robot row, I think.
I think I'm gonna also finish off. Maybe this is a mistake.
I condone mistakes.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, you're drawing your X. I should also draw my X.
Yeah, I think I don't want to do this.
I'm gonna put it up here, and then I'm done. So I'm gonna zoom in and watch what you do.
I'm going to cross this off and get this one lonely rocket here.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
10 of robots, 5 of energy, 3 of energy.
Energy's no good to me whatsoever.
Well, it's good for me still.
10 of robots I can use. Okay.
8 of astronauts, 11 of energy, or 10 of planning.
8 of astronauts. That'll do.
Yeah, I should probably do that too. It completes a row, but it's the sabotage row that you've already taken away.
Oh, okay. I got 4 rockets. Jeez, wait, is this what I'm doing? Yeah, I won't go back, but 3 of them are just tiebreakers. But I did complete the top 4 floors, so I've earned the campaign star.
There you go.
So
is that exclusive to you?
No, it's anyone who completes it. Yeah. Okay.
9 of astronauts, 5 of energy, 14 of leaves.
This is total trash.
This is not great for me either.
I am using a wild space.
I'm not going to use a wild space. I'm probably going to regret not using a wild space. 9 of robots, 3 of robots, or 1 of robots.
Whoa.
Okay then.
I can live with this.
I can deal with this. 8 of water, 12 of water.
Whoa.
Or 8 of robots.
Oh man. Do I want to take the water number that fits well, the water number that's rarer, or the robot? Actually, okay, I know. My answer is robots.
Did you finish something?
No, but I have 1 left on that robot floor. And that would get me 6 rockets, which will have me pretty damn close to done.
Alright, I made my choice. 2 of planning, 11 of astronauts, or 7 of water. Well, I fucked up.
Oh no. Oh, did you use the 8 of water?
Yeah.
I
should have used the 12.
Did not, and so I'm gonna get rewarded for it by slotting that 7 right here.
2 of planning. The planning row is really just not very good, huh? I mean, it has a bunch of bonuses, but I haven't put anything in there yet.
I mean, it's if you get the arrow in and then finish it, it's 4 and 4 rockets. Pretty good.
So I think I'm actually going to use the 2 as a wild.
Okay.
Because that finishes that row. So I get 2 rockets and an X. Can I use the X before my 2 rockets?
No, I believe you have to use them left to right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not the best. So maybe I should rethink this then.
It's fine, I got all night.
Yeah, I'm gonna just tulip planning it.
Okay.
9 of leaves, 8 of robots, 13 of energy.
Oh. All garbage.
Yeah, I can't do anything with that.
I can use the 8 as a wild, and so I guess I will.
I can use the 9 as a wild, so I'll do that.
Whew.
11 of plants.
We're about to go through this deck a second time, which is not something that happens very often in Welcome to.
Or 12 of planning.
It's interesting, I guess. I guess in theory, lower player count games are going to be longer, more turns, because the game ends when someone triggers an end condition, and there's just less people who might do that. Those plants are out. I guess it's the... Oh, I'll take... Okay, I'm going to take the 11 as a wild down here, getting myself 2 rockets and an X. And I'll put that X... Where would I like an X? Do we have plants coming up? We do have plants coming up. Okay.
This is the bottom. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're shuffling again. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to just put it here and hope that I can nail another 2 rocket with that.
So I am going to probably waste a shitload of rockets.
Always good.
Yeah, right.
Well, right now you kind of need to. They're not wasted because you need to repair those. Other than not wanting to repair them for objective purposes.
Right. So I'm going to do... Oh, not an X. I'm going to be getting an X, but I'm putting an 8 in to get it, which gets me 2 rockets and an X. And that X has so many good places to go.
I'm not even sure if that was sarcastic.
No, it has a lot of good places to go. So I'm going to put it here. I'm going to get 3 rockets, which 2 of them go up here.
Yep.
And another X.
Oh.
Which I'm going to put... here.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Because that makes you take the lead, which I don't like.
4 rockets. And then 4 rockets
Wow,
again.
it even repairs all your sabotages?
Yeah, it worked out.
You're 1 rocket ahead of me right now.
Nice. Excellent.
That's brutal. All right.
All right. Shuffle it up.
Bring it on. All right. I need the plant on the right to come with a number below 5. That would help me out a lot.
So I also have the top... Oh, no, I don't have the top section filled. I'm missing 1 number. Oh, I probably should have filled that in. Oh, well. I need that campaign star.
Yeah, I mean, just doing that is worth the same as winning the game.
Right.
It's an odd balance they've struck with that.
Oh.
Yeah, I got the last deck here. Always weird trying to shuffle these that are like have material things on both sides, but all right. Okay, and then read them and weep.
5 of energy. It's
Nope.
good. 14 of robots.
Okay.
13 of leaves.
Terrible leaf outcome.
Is not good for me.
I can take the 14 of robots though, put it here. Get 3 rockets, 2 of which are wasted. I am not optimizing my rockets well. And then I get to draw an X.
I guess I have to take a 5 wild. I'm running out of wilds. That's not going to be great.
Okay, I have good news for you. You get some sabotages. You wanted those, right?
Yay. Dangerously close to ending the game on sabotages.
That's true. I'm dangerously close to ending the game on rockets now, though, because I get 3 and 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
I've never seen the tiebreaker row filled up. That's how inefficiently I'm rocketing here.
9 of energy, 11 of plants, 10 of water. Oh, 10 of water.
I guess.
That gets me 2 sets of 3 rockets.
Yeah, I can't use the other ones at all, so it has to. I have to place the 10 of water. You got 2 sets of 3 rockets for that?
I did.
I don't even have that arrow filled in. All right, but I am gonna. This is hard. This kind of situation. Do I put the 10? Am I gonna see an 11 and up or a 8 or 9? They have probably pretty similar odds because 8 and 9 are way more common. I'm gonna bet on an 8 or 9, and I'm gonna put the 10 here.
All right, let's see some big numbers. 2 of water. That's fine too.
Yeah.
6 of robots. 5 of leaves.
Okay.
Ooh. All right. Oh, god damn it. So I am putting my 2 in my last wild spot here, which gets me 2 rockets and an X. And that X is going to go up here to get me 4 more rockets, which are all tiebreaker rockets. And I finished the top portion of the rocket. Did you also win?
I did also trigger the end of the game there.
Actually, only got 3 of these because I had to repair one.
Oh, right.
So you win because of all your tiebreakers.
It does look like I win on the tiebreaker.
Right.
That's about as close as they come, though.
I wonder if I could have... Oh, no, I could have totally... I should have X'd here. Would have gotten me 2 more rockets.
Oh, that's true.
But that wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, I'm ahead of you by like 6 or 7 on the tiebreaker. I think it was completing my purple floor that I got the objective and those rockets.
Was
yeah.
really good,
Yeah.
And I'm only 1 away from completing the purple floor, right? So...
Yes. Yeah, if you had gotten 1 more number there.
Well played.
Good game. Good game. Let's see what happens, I guess. And have I... Oh, I have not yet written on the actual scoreboard in here. This feels like the time.
For this, right?
What's that?
We need a pen for that.
Yeah, there coincidentally, there's a Sharpie on the other side of the table if you want to awkwardly reach for it. Perfect. But I guess let me wait and resolve the end of this scenario to see if anything else happens. So here it says, if at least one of you has completed these 4 floors, go to chapter 175, otherwise go somewhere else. So we both did it. 175. Experience is undeniably an asset for our success. We have launched our rockets and have exceeded our goals. Congratulations! The player who won the game becomes captain. I'll hold on to that.
All right.
And takes captain card. The number of stars that you earn at the end of the game is indicated. Oh, it's kind of teaching that they're on the sheet. That's fine. Yeah, so only the player in first place earns a star, but on future adventures there will be stars for second and third place, it says. Note the number of stars for each player. Yeah, so it has all this explanation of what to do, and then it says we will not repeat this anymore. So, like in the future, you know what to do. So okay, I don't want to. Here, I'll put the cap here because I don't want to lose my spot in this book, or I will never find it. But I will fill in the scorebook. So we've got. Oh, the date, I guess. Okay, we're recording this on, what is today? April 18th. 4/18. And then we've got Brandon, Josh. So I've got... Do you feel like I should write the number 2 or draw 2 stars?
Probably.
Whatever I do here has to be stuck to.
Probably the number, because I don't know how many stars we're going to get later, and these
Valid.
boxes don't look like they can hold that many stars.
Valid. Okay, so 2 stars to 1 star. And then it says to write down the number of this chapter so that, like, if we're stopping here, we can come back to the right place to proceed. Okay. Oh, yeah, so, and then that is the breaking point. So the rest of this you actually, like, read the next time you're going to sit down to play, which, if you have time, then tonight in real life, maybe we'll play one more.
Maybe, yeah.
But I think that's the end of this video. So, thanks for playing with me, Josh.
Thank you.
Thank you for losing. I always appreciate that.
It was very close.
It was. I'm going to cap this Sharpie before I do anything bad to this game table. Yeah, that was both about the closest game of this, and because this is actually like a very friendly one to sit down and play with kind of light gamers and stuff, it is by far the scenario I've played the most, which maybe is was to my advantage when I played this probably half a dozen times and this was your first game. But
it does seem this is a very friendly welcome to, right? Like these rows aren't that big. You know, it's 6 numbers across for the water row, right? Like even the biggest one, there's 10, right? So there's some room to play with, and you've got the X's, which make that even more generous. And so I think this is overall a pretty friendly version of the game, despite your constant sabotaging.
right. And in general, Welcome to the Moon has more player interaction. But yeah, this was the first time I've seen us go through 2 decks, and the closest I think I've seen a game be.
How many overflow rockets did you end up with? I see you.
I had 11. After. Yeah, I don't actually know whether the rules comment on whether I can have more than 8.
So I had 10, if you include all the ones that went to sabotage.
Right.
And then because I could have done this, I actually could have had more total rockets and still lost.
Oh, that's true.
Because of the sabotage.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, it's the value of the sabotages, I guess. I mean, they are essentially -1 rocket to your opponents. Flip over. So you commented, and I agree that this is a very friendly version of Welcome to. Flip that over to see a less friendly version. That's what we'll play next time.
All right. Well, I'll erase this first then.
Oh yeah, that'd be that way you don't get anything on the table. But let's get your thoughts on board number 2.
Well, this is all kinds of crazy. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. We'll have to go through the rules on this one, too.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not kidding here. There are 40 numbers here, and you have to label them ascending 1 to 15. There are
some of them are pre-printed, I guess.
No, those are point values. Okay. Yeah. But that's this one's where it starts to get really brain-bending, and then Scenario 3 is my favorite and both my favorite and most hated scenario.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah, we'll get to that in the future. But thank you again for the game. Mm-hmm. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this and like other playthroughs, and hey, the channel even as of now has exactly one how to play video. So if you enjoy any of that stuff, we'd love if you would subscribe to Optimal Play. Hit the like button on this video. That tells YouTube we're likable, so that it will tell more people about us. Everyone wins.
You might be able to put this one up as a learn and play. Because we went through most of the rules.
We did cover how to play this. Yeah, so the rules for each perfect time for a tangent. As like the next thing I was going to say was the sign off. The rules for each of these is actually like only 2 pages, like front and back of a sheet of the rulebook. So I don't know how many people are like seeking out videos to teach them these these scenarios when it's literally like 3 minutes of reading the rulebook. But yeah, we can take credit for that.
It was a how to play video for me.
There it was, and I think the next one will be too, because who knows what the hell is going on there.
Straightforward. All right.
Well, we will get to that soon. Until then, be optimal.